So James Gunn's Superman movie is ranked number 9 on Fandango's poll for the top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025.
Please tell me you know what the other 8 are.
Yeah.
I do have the pictures somewhere.
Because
Let me
what?
grab it.
And they better actually be something I can agree with. If not, that's wild.
I'll give them the Marvel movies that are up in that year. Fine.
And I'll give them the fact that people don't care for DC anymore. That's the only thing I'll give them. So these movies better be it.
We got 3 Marvel movies. You could possibly say the Jurassic World movie.
Yeah,
After that, nothing comes to mind of what could be above Superman.
So starting at number 10, we got 28 Years Later. Number 9, Superman. Number 8, The Accountant 2. Number 7, Wicked Part 2. Number 6, Avatar: Fire and Ash. Number 5, Fantastic Four. Number 4, From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. Number 3, Jurassic World Rebirth. Number 2, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. And number 1, I'm sure to the surprise of many, Captain America: Brave New World.
I'm not mad, J-Mag.
That's just like the first big movie.
I'm not mad.
That's not bad aside from Accountant 2.
Yeah, The Accountant 2 is it.
I could see Avatar, I guess.
I could see Avatar, man.
Mission Impossible shocks me as well.
Really?
John Wick fan. Hey, I'm with you. The post's not here no more, but that's one of my shit, John Wick. But that surprises me as well. And then that's about it. The rest is fine. But number 1 being Captain America: Brave New World is kind of crazy. Not being Fantastic Four. Wow.
Is it because that one's more marketed? There's been 3 trailers so far. Like, is that?
It has to be because it's fan picks. It's fan picks. Yeah. They don't have barely anything on Fantastic Four if they're not Googling stuff. So the trailers is all that Captain America has besides everything else. Like if Superman had a trailer, it would probably move up. Wicked, we saw the numbers it did. That's why that's so high. We know why Mission Impossible's there. Let's be honest. Jurassic World, same difference. And just the other ones aren't marketed. That's just how I'm taking it.
Yeah, I guess that has to be it. Number 1 is crazy, though.
Yeah, because isn't top down like 1 to whatever? It's just trailers? Because from 5 on, there's no trailer, right? I haven't seen the John Wick. No, John Wick has a trailer or Jurassic
World.
There's
no Mission Impossible trailer yet. There's no Jurassic World trailer.
Oh,
there's no John Wick trailer. There's no Avatar trailer. There's no Wicked trailer. There's no
28 Years Later has a trailer.
Does it?
It's just Captain America in 28 years.
Damn.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. I don't know. Fan picks. That's what they want to see.
Actually, fun fact, that 28 Years Later is the most watched horror trailer of all time.
Wow.
Can't wait for that shit. Yeah.
Number 2 was It Chapter 2.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I mean, let us know what you guys think. Are you gonna go see Captain America: Brave New World? Number 1 is crazy, dog. Like, I get it. We just broke down what the possible science could be, but that's y'all's number 1.
Out of these 10, what's your one?
Huh?
Out of these 10, which one are you?
Oh shit, Superman. like that's Superman fails could possibly be the failure of a whole universe. Everyone's plans. So, there's potentially good movies on there, but yeah, that one just has some extra shit writing on it. So, yeah, that's crazy. All right, back to the top. So James Gunn shared some new details about the Superman movie. Starts in the middle of the action. Lois and Clark know each other. Lex Luthor already hates Superman. Flying action is shot with drones and is inspired by Top Gun Maverick.
Wow.
Not aiming to set up other projects. Fuck it, not sure what that's about. Mr. Terrific has a big role in the film. And David Corenswet influenced the decision to wear trunks. He's quoted as saying Superman wants kids to not be afraid of him. He's an alien with incredible powers, so he dresses like a professional wrestler.
Okay, real quick, the not aiming to set up other projects. I don't know if y'all saw the tickets that got sent on that, but they were saying basically like for instance, in this movie, if you see hints of like something from a different movie, so like maybe, you know, something like a hint of Batman, it's not gonna set up Batman. Like, just like if it's there, it's there. This movie is solely about Superman. Like that's what it was explained, how I saw it.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, I know we would like to be like, oh, what's the next one? What is this going to connect to? What's after? That's the way Marvel did it back in the day as well. But focus on this film, make it a good film. It's your 1st one in the universe. And then if it's a success, maybe we can consider doing all that. And even if not, even if they don't do that, stick to what's working, stick to that formula, focus on that one movie, make it good.
That's interesting because I didn't even. That might have been the last thing on my mind. Like trying to set up other shit in this movie. Like fuck that. Like
no, but that's what I'm saying.
You
like,
just said,
I don't think he means just this movie. I think that's how he's gonna do all of his solo movies.
Oh,
that's how I perceived it.
Well, I mean, it shares new Superman details. So,
like that makes me think. Like, does because this is the first one that's out. But like, that means are they gonna have end credit scenes for other movies, or is it gonna be end credit scene for for Superman movies?
But he's setting up a universe, though. Like, at some point, how does that work? Like, how do you not do that?
Yeah, that's what I was assuming they'd be doing. Then you guys are like, nah, it's okay.
Maybe they just introduce the characters first.
He said they're already in it. It starts in the middle of the action.
But I'm not.
Look, that's another thing I want to get to. But go ahead, finish your thought.
Well, because I'm just saying, because I'm not talking about Superman. I hope there's no connections to nothing. Like, I hope we don't even see a fucking Batman on a newspaper. Like, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, focus on this. I'm just talking about, like, we're in 2027, 2028, and we're watching fucking Clayface, and there's a bat signal in the air. Like, he's not gonna do some shit like that.
See, but I mean, you guys might be right. It might be just this movie because, like, I feel like he's getting all of his solo characters out, and then he's gonna start setting up. Yep. He's building the characters, and then gonna build the world. That's how I think he's gonna do it.
I hope so.
Because you can't be building the world with the first character. Obviously, that's what we don't want. But if you start too early, we feel like it's rushed and it doesn't look right.
The crazy thing is, is he not low-key doing that though?
What do you mean? Explain.
Because there's Hot Girl, there's Mr. Terrific. Like, there's already things that are clearly gonna play roles later on.
But the thing is, again, that's not hinting towards anything. We already know he's already in the Superman phase. He clearly says it starts in the middle of action, so they're already built. Like on Superman's, I guess we're in Metropolis. There's already a built set of heroes. Like they're teaming up, they're doing things, or maybe they're not teaming up. Maybe they just barely teamed up. But there's no setup. It's just Superman's story. Just like think about back in and obviously this example isn't that good because he was the only one. But MCU first started with Iron Man. He was the first one. They weren't setting anything up. They just started. Obviously, the end credits were setups, but his movies were strictly just him. They were setting up just Iron Man as a character, and then that's how they built adding characters in there. We saw Black Widow was in there. You know, she was just the character that was in there. That doesn't mean they were setting up for her movie because clearly her movie didn't come till a decade later. But she was in the movie. It was still Iron Man's solely movie. That's just how I'm taking it. He's just starting.
Do you also think with that thought that there's not going to be an end credit scene?
No, there is for sure. There's no way he doesn't do end credit scenes.
But that alludes to Superman 2, or it alludes.
I think it's Superman 2. I don't think it alludes to anything else because it's too early to allude to a team up movie. There's no way. I'm
not saying a team up movie, but just whatever is.
Yeah, just like at the end. Iron Man was like the hammer, right? I think Iron Man just dropped the hammer in the middle, and we got Thor, the next movie, or some shit like that.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Just something like that.
That could work. Yeah.
I hope we get that. You know,
like I said, just start small, build for years. I don't want you to just build for 2 years and then we're already jumping into something. I want him to I want to see a group of characters first, and then we get into it. It's Hawkeye didn't even get his own movie, but you know he was put in the movies well enough for us to he's a part of the group. So, I have faith.
What were you gonna say, J-Mag? Or do we talk about it already?
The middle of the action. You said you wanted to talk about that.
It depends on how they do the middle of the action, but I don't know. Like, is it gonna start in the middle of, like, we're literally fighting Brainiac right in the fucking?
Nah, see, that's why I think he's fighting some.
We pull out of that shit and go back to the beginning. I don't know. Sometimes I hate that. Sometimes I don't. It just depends.
I see what you're saying.
Like the Flash.
Did the Flash?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
He started like
the baby in the microwave scene.
Oh,
Or was that?
it?
No, that was in the
fuck?
yeah, that was in the street. He ate the hot dog and took off, and he saved the baby.
Yeah, but that was just a scene, though, right? Like, this is making it seem to me, anyways. Maybe I'm interpreting wrong. That he's literally fighting Brainiac in the middle of the whole action. You know, we're in this shit right now. We're in the middle of the movie. He's fighting Brainiac.
Like what Avengers movie was that? Where they started off fighting, like the entire Avengers team was going at it in the beginning.
That was the second one when they're fighting in Russia or some winter area.
that-
But see, that has nothing to do with the...
We're established at that point, though.
Yeah, we are too. Yeah,
But we're assuming that there's a group. It could just be just Superman fighting some one of his little villains.
possibly too. I mean, if they do that, I'm fine with that too. But we'll see if it turns out to be that they're fighting Brainiac, and then they're like, "Hold on, let me tell you how we got here." And then I don't know if
I agree with you. That I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't know if I have anything else on Superman. I don't think so. So I'll just say this part here. Because this all came in an interview, I believe, that he just did recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think either today or yesterday. But this little paragraph starts with, "It's all writing on this." It says, "When we spoke with Gunn on the set of Superman a year from release, he was pretty overwhelmed for a lot of reasons. I'm miserable," he said. "Really, I'm miserable, but hopefully it's for the greater good. One of the reasons for that seems to be the pressure he's putting on himself to make sure his version of Superman is great, because if it's not, there's no guarantee we'll see more DC movies after that. There's a plan, one that involves Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, Supergirl, and others, but if Superman doesn't work, well, things could change very quickly. A lot is riding on Superman," he said. "I mean, we're not just going to keep making movies. That is, unless Superman is good."
Yeah, we all know this, right? Like Superman is the make or break.
Well, no, my thing is, it was interesting to hear him actually say, like, "No, I feel the pressure," because that's something that we just like thought about, like, damn, like I wonder if this dude is like. I actually, Phil said that shit when we filmed the thing. He was like, James Gunn is probably like sweating at night, and it was crazy just to hear him talk about that. Like that's he knows he knows this shit means the world, man. So.
But that's a more of a reason to trust him, I guess, because like just take some of the weight off his shoulders, because we know that he's trying his best to make something that we're gonna enjoy. So don't give him nothing until the movie comes out. When that trailer comes, he's gonna have a hint of how people are gonna feel about it. So
yeah.
What do you guys think about the trailer? Let us know.
Thursday, man. Thursday.
Trailer.